All right, welcome to Door Kickers version 1.0. I'm doing this little video just to show folks the interface who might be thinking getting the game and wondering what it looks like, etc. We will not be doing anything more than getting a little casual look at campaigns because that'll be sort of a second video. I haven't unlocked those now. But I'm going to kind of assume that you're not familiar with door kickers, the interface, etc. So I'll walk you through the parts. This is the main menu page, and you can see we've got campaigns, missions, online co-op, and then quaking, of course. Briefly, campaigns are a new addition for 1.0, which unfortunately you can't unlock until you've put in 15 single missions. And like I said, I will do that as a separate video to show you the ins and outs because I haven't even seen it myself yet. But let's go to the next important thing, which is the missions. But before I click that mission button, we'll go up here to the squads. Now, those who have played Door Kickers 2 or are familiar with some of the videos know that we have several squads. But initially, you only have one squad, which is Rangers, Alpha 1. Now, I've played 7 missions, so I've put some points in here, and you can look down in the activity report. 7 missions completed, 2 missions failed, and then the other stats. And you can also see that I'm at level 5. Now, each time you achieve a level, you get 2 doctrine points. And doctrine points are kind of cool, and I'll show you here by clicking on doctrine. This is something that was in the first Door Kickers game, but has not been in the early access on Door Kickers 2. I'll highlight it here. For instance, the very first thing I unlocked under doctrine, under rifles, is short-range drills. Troopers practice engaging close-range target with the rifles, focusing on improving their first shot time and subsequent rate of fire without sacrificing accuracy. What it is a mod. And the idea is that your squad, as you use them more and more, become more trained up, so they adjust the mods. That we have been told that you will, unlike Door Kickers 1, the first Door Kickers, you will not be able to unlock everything in the doctrine tree. There will be reset buttons. You can try different combinations, but you can't have every single thing unlocked. I'm going to concentrate on rifles and also support. Support, for instance, is your support guys. These are the ones carrying the light machine guns. Practice with a squad, improving their unsupported engagement times and their movement speed. So they'll move a little faster and they'll engage targets quicker. In the same way with a designated marksman, the designated marksman rifle user will also be able to take corners faster, aim quicker with, as a quote says, fishing rods. Doctrine is really something that adds a lot of depth to the game. As you improve on it, you'll find you'll be able to do missions that are tougher a little bit better. All right, but so that's Doctrine. We'll go back. The other item is Battle Honors. You get Battle Honors by completing campaigns. And of course, since I haven't done any campaigns, but let me show you where this shows up. We'll click on Equipment, and here's, see, we'll go to one of my soldiers here, Corporal Jones. And you see here he has an M4 carbine. Now, if I want to switch them, some of these weapons, I just have to spend 4 what are called points. These are points you accumulate as stars when you do missions. And that's this number 6 up here with a star. When you do missions, and I'll show you in a little while, you accumulate between 1, 2, and 3 stars. So, you use stars to unlock various pieces of equipment. However, certain specialized pieces of equipment require Battle Honors points, which you can only get through campaigns. So, underneath rifles for Jones, you can see the MP5 SD6 is Battle Honors only, as is the XM7 Specialized Next Gen Rifle. Again, only with the Battle Honors, which means you have to get them through campaigns. It's a way to encourage you to go through the campaigns. All right, so let's back out of here and we'll show you some more. Now, I just said, as I showed you here, There's only one squad right now. Others will unlock, no doubt, as you go along. So let's go to the missions interface. Ta-da! All right. On the left-hand side is all the different categories. There's my creations. These are ones I've actually created through the several years that I've owned this game. Then there's Steam Workshop missions, which you can download. Again, these are missions I've downloaded over the months, over the years. But I've gotten rid of some of them, bringing them in. There are about 8,000 missions right now in the Steam Workshop. And that's what this little button is for that says Random Workshop Map. If you click it, it will load a random map. I've clicked it, it's loading, it's going to the internet, it's finding a map, and there we are. And I can I'm just going to quit this mission. Oops. I hit the wrong button. There we go. And see, there it is. This is the one I just called. And it keeps it in your list. And then you can upvote it or downvote it. Ooh. That's actually something that's new. I'll say that. I actually made a comment, why isn't there a downvote button? And people said, oh, well, it'll discourage people from participating and putting up maps. But I thought, well, if it's a really sucky map, I think there ought to be a downvote button. Well, apparently somebody listened, and we now have downvote buttons. So that's what this is. And then if you don't want it, you can click it, and then no, they don't want you to unsubscribe. They're being cute. It's possible to have a huge load of these things, and pretty soon you'll have so many you won't even remember why you downloaded them. So it's best not to get too many. All right, so that's Steam Workshop missions. Something you can do entirely separately from doing any of the missions in the game. Then there's FNG's Welcome. This is the very first mission category. This is essentially a training mission. I'll show you. The very first mission is called Path to Suck Less. And I created a video from it. Clear the hostiles, pretty much standard activities that you do when you're playing door kickers. But what's neat about this is I'll show you Movement 101. When you start this mission, this is what you see the very first time. It's a little video, show you how to do things. And you'll notice this is 1 of 4. So if I scroll down a little bit, it'll show me the next one and give you more hints on how to play the game. And then you scroll down again, it'll let you do it. And you can always go back to these videos. You can always go to them. When you did what I did and press the question mark, it brings up this very first one, and then it goes through kicking doors, jumping over obstacles, etc. But you get it through these 7 missions. You get introduced to each one of the concepts as you go along, and it's much easier to learn it this way. I know people are already complaining about, well, I should be able to jump ahead. Unless you've really played this game a lot, you are going to be confused and not understanding why certain things work certain ways. And I've gone back through them, and I reminded myself of some things I had forgotten. All right, so that's FNG's Welcome. Then the new one I just unlocked is Lead the Way. These are some more missions. These are a little bit bigger maps, more troops involved. And while we're here, I'll show you something. Let's go back to FNG's Welcome. You notice the little 20 out of 21? That says out of 21 possible stars, I earned 20. That's because in the Jihad Live show, I lost one of my operators. I can go back and play that mission again. I don't think I'll get credit for another mission for the counts for unlocking campaigns. But I could unlock that extra star and get 21 stars, which is the most I can earn here. Lead the Way, there's 27 stars because there's non-missions, 3 stars per mission. Pretty straightforward. Tiny Troubles are small missions, 2-persons or 4-person missions, but on tiny maps. But they still are a challenge. They're interesting. All right, let's scroll down here on the left column, and the next one is Extreme Rescues. Now you'll notice this one's still locked. To unlock other categories, you have to complete 20 missions. To unlock this one, you have to unlock 30 missions, and I've already unlocked 7. And then you can see when you're getting down to the big ones down here, 45 missions. And this one requires completing the Tiny Troubles category first and the Extreme Rescues category first. And so you can see the Willie going down here. And finally, the mission generator, which is something I will also show when I show you the campaigns, because mission generator is tied directly with the campaigns. It's actually how some of the campaigns work. Some campaigns are scripted. The missions are all handcrafted, and there's branching that's all put together by a designer. Other ones, however, use the mission generator to generate missions based on parameters that are within the campaign file, but each time you'll get a different mission. So there's great replayability. Now, I think that's pretty much all we can do here. Again, that little question mark down at the bottom right, how do I play this game, is how you get to those things. And of course, I stopped at go codes, but we'll just say there's go codes, snipers, how to use cover, how to rescue hostages, how you can edit the path, concealment. There's all sorts of stuff. And people have been complaining, says, well, I did all this when I played a couple of 100 hours when I played the early access. But the game is now for 1.0 for people who've never played it before, and you have to lead them by the hand through a lot of these concepts, because if they try jumping ahead, they will be so lost. They will give it nasty reviews and saying it's a terrible game because I don't understand it. One final feature. I'll show you this. Down here in the bottom right, replays. That's right, you can save replays of all your game. I'm deleting the ones that are unsaved replays because those are random ones. This is Wood Doors Are Easy. This is the very first mission. So I'm going to replay the mission using the in-game mission generator. Now you can record it when you... I'm not the... Bound me back up. I'm going to replay this mission using the built-in game replay system. You can record that as you do it, and therefore you can get a permanent record to upload to YouTube. So, see, I select it. I hope you can see my cursor here. There are a couple of options. There's a little eye on the bottom. If you toggle it, it turns off all of the symbolism in the game. Movement, circles, path, everything else. So it's a cinematic view. Turn it back on. Everything's there. Your operatives have there are little circles that indicate where they are, and of course when you draw a path for them, it shows up the map. The other thing is this down chevron, that hides all the instructions. So if I do all of that, and then I press play, this is what happens.
On out! Unload him! Unload him! I have glass on enemy.
That was my sniper, by the way, saying he has
Alpha,
glass on enemy.
go.
Tango down! On Alpha!
Alpha, go.
Flash out!
Alpha, go.
On Alpha!
Alpha, go.
Got him! On Alpha! Flashbang out! Look out! Flash out!
Alpha, go.
Target
Alpha,
located.
go.
Stand back!
Watch it.
Tango in sight. Got him!
That's the guy we want to arrest, but watch what happens.
Hands behind your back!
Door opens, bang,
Primary
that comes out.
target secure.
Good job. Mission complete.
Good job, mission complete. So that's Wood Doors Are Easy, very first one. All right, I think we're back here. We'll go to the main menu where we started, and that's essentially part one of my introduction to door kickers. And if anybody has any questions, post them or come to the forum and ask me.